Hello, Trent Zelenik here, and I send you greetings from the Embassy in Eureka, the building otherwise known as 321 West Wabash Street. I wanted to give you an update on our progress here. First, our primary concern is to meet the conditions of our conditional use permit. There were three primary components to that. The first was to develop off-street parking on the adjacent lot and improve the alleyway behind the church here. The second was to meet fire, building, and safety codes for the property to be used. And then thirdly would be aesthetic improvements that the city would like to see happen here. Regarding the parking in the alleyway, presently the plans that I have worked out with the city planning department and building department and city engineers is presently in the hands of a engineering firm. The city required that we get them engineered. As soon as I receive them back, I'm going to submit them again to the city for approval. The cost for the parking lot development and the alley development is in the neighborhood of $45,000 for those two improvements. They're required for our use here. Second is fire and safety improvements that need to be made. Presently, only a small portion of the building has been cleared by the building department and the fire department for use. That would include the sanctuary and then two classrooms on the lower level at the front of the building. Upstairs, as well as all areas in the office space behind the baptismal, all of that space is not presently cleared for use. That would represent most of the building. Presently, there's no kitchen in the building at all. There's no hot water in the building. Presently, there's no heat in any of the office space as well as the children's classrooms. The heaters that were there did not meet fire and safety code, and they don't work. So the roof, although we've repaired the flat sections of roof, there are some areas that are leaking, so we need to get those addressed. Some of the leaking is damaging some of the areas that we've already made improvements inside. In one of the classrooms, part of the ceiling fell in, so we're working on that. The siding on the building, as I've mentioned before, there are many cracks throughout the exterior of the building where the wainscoting was installed prior to us being here. There are holes all throughout the outside of the building. Water's been getting in and causing wood damage. There are sections of the stucco that have fallen off. There are sections that have had to be removed in order to repair water damage to structural parts of the building. There's one whole section of wall that basically crumbled, and we had to rebuild the walls. So we're working on that. The overhangs on the side doors, both of those were rotten and had to be removed. That's all part of the exterior improvements that need to be made to the siding of the building. Aesthetically, the city would like to see the building painted. The problem with that is we can't just paint the building. There are too many cracks and damaged areas that need to be repaired. Basically, the exterior siding needs to be completely reconditioned. The bid that we received, the most competitive bid, was $67,000 to create a vapor barrier to keep the water from continuing to get in through these large cracks and holes, and to refinish the exterior. That's a $67,000 price tag for that. A conservative estimate on the total repairs that need to be made to the building to get it into usable condition to reclaim the areas of the building that are presently not cleared for use by the city and fire department, as well as to make the improvements on the exterior of the building. A conservative estimate would be $200,000 in renovation costs. The value of the property right now as it stands is about $400,000 in today's market. Part of our concern is when we have to refinance the building, is being in a position where we can actually obtain commercial financing. Presently, there is no bank that would lend on a building in this condition. So we're doing the best that we can to make the improvements that are required by the city for our use permit and to get the building in usable condition so that we can actually benefit from it and hopefully grow as a ministry and fulfill our mission here. So that's an update of our progress. We're still committed. We're still working. Every resource that we have is being poured into the building, and so we appreciate you allowing us to give it a go. So thank you very much, and God bless. Bye-bye.